Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all the praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachakwadash, the blessed to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations, much love and respect to you, Akim, out there pushing this word out in truth and sincerity. It's your brother Chaim Apash coming at you with another lesson. And this lesson is going to be entitled, Jake has the highest potential, and the spirit is not in a box. Okay? And this was a lesson I was going to do yesterday, but I postponed it to today. And yeah, Jake has that the highest levels of potential, which potential, when you go into the etymology, means power. Okay, we have the highest form of power within us because we are sons of the power being Yahweh. Okay, through his son Yahweh Shai, we are the princes of the power. So this is why Jake can do the things that they do. Jake has the talent that they have. You know, I always go into the meaning of talent. Talent is a measurement. Okay, is a measurement. It's a measurement of weight. You know, we have the highest level of weight because we are the most valuable. We have the most valuable spirits. So the Lord has given us, you know, particular talents, even us, you know, particular things that we have a knack towards, particular, you know, gifts in the spirit, personality traits that are beneficial when they're cultivated and used for the right purposes, you know. But it's up to you to find those things within you and to utilize that, okay? Because Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai didn't give you those talents for no reason. You know, whether you're in the truth or not, you know, there's things that can be utilized inside of you know. And, you know, those same traits are in these Jakes in the world, but they're not utilizing it for the reason that the way that we're utilizing it, you know, for good. You know, scriptures speak about how the things that are you know, that are needful for life are good to the righteous, but to the wicked it's turned to evil, right? So these Jake, they use their talent, yeah, to live a lascivious life, you know, to push forth a vibration of death in the music, you know, to commit adultery, you know. They use their talents for those reasons. But we are to use our talents on the right hand side for the right reasons, okay, in the right way, in a righteous way, you know. So this is what, you know, what you know, what we can do. But you know, you have certain brothers that, you know, they're still in that, you know, 2007 Israelite spirit, you know, and they can't get up out of that box, you know, and they don't realize that you staying in that box is destroying your life too. It's not balance, you know. It's not balance. You know, the scriptures speak about balance. It speaks about how why would you be over righteous? Why should you destroy yourself, man? You know what I mean? If you wanna, let's say, you know, you wanna do some cardio, you wanna play some basketball to do cardio. You know, you gotta sign up at one of them basketball clubs. And Jake will tell you, no, man, that's worldly. I ain't signing up at no YMCA. That's worldly. Plus, there's a lot of moles in there. Blah 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? Which is cool, but I mean, you know, Jake be just doing too much, man. And then Jake, then, you know, your heart health is all messed up. When all you have to do is sign up to play some basketball and get you know, and that would help. That would also help with your cardio, man. You know, and your heart health, man. But because Jake thinks this spirit is in a box, he can't move out of this box. Nah, man. Nah. When you grow in this truth, you know, you start to realize that, nah, man, you know, the Lord really gave us a lot of liberty, you know, on the right hand side. Okay? But there is boundaries, you know. And if you're spiritual and you fear Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, you will see those boundaries. You will watch for those boundaries. But within those boundaries, you do as you wish. Okay? We're in a situation in this earth, man, that under Esau's rulership, everything is built to increase cortisol inside of you. And cortisol is very deadly. It leads to all these different health issues, man. That cortisol, it leads to it being hard for you to lose weight. That belly fat, that's hard to lose because of that cortisol buildup, man. Very, very detrimental. So we got to do things that reduce our cortisol, man. The brother's trying to eat right. You're gonna have a problem getting your health right if your cortisol levels is too damn high, man. Okay, you got to regulate that. All right, and there's different ways that you can regulate that, man. Okay, think that you're not in the ancient world. You're not. Apply differently now in a sense, like certain things apply differently, man. You know, you know, the bodily exercise back then it profited little, right? It still doesn't profit as much as the spirit, but it profits even more now to the bodily exercise than it profited back then because people ain't walking, people ain't moving, people are eating all kind of garbage, man. The food in itself is garbage, it's poison. So, you know, how much more does it profit now to exercise, man? You know, it's part of judgment to read between the lines and and understand the nuances of certain things, man. That's why you can't talk to every brother about certain things because every brother ain't on a level to understand certain things. You know what I mean? Every brother ain't on a level to understand certain things, bro. Certain things they get, they won't get it. Certain things they'll look at as wicked. You know what I'm saying? That's really not. It's not that deep. So the truth is not in the box, man. The truth is not in the box, man. You got particular talents. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai gave you. Find out how you can utilize those talents, man. The best way you can in this earth in righteousness. All right. Of course, we know the top talent is the prophesy, is the gifts that was given in the spirit. But there's other talents that the Lord have given you as well. So I just want to say that something that was on my mind. That Jake has the highest potential, and the truth is not in the box, man. I mean, the spirit is not in the box, rather. So with that, Lord willing, this is edifying to the elect, and I'll say shalom.